Got my Monsters University shirt on. Is anybody out there? Anybody at all? Hopefully, haven't been able to put up a notice. Some people will start popping in here shortly. Burp, 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 burp. Saturday, 24th. Burp, 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 burp. Hello there. Burp. I was wondering when that was going to come up. You mentioned in one of the last two that you just missed it. Either when I had a crappy connection at my sister's, or last Saturday when I didn't think I'd be, when I thought the storm wasn't going to let me come home, so I didn't put up a notice. Oh, it's nice to actually have someone watching. Those past two crappy internet and not being able to announce for basically no turnout, they were a little sad and obviously cut short for no audience. Chojis Thick Ass. Yes, I think Chojis. Oh, wow. None of it wants to come up. Oh. Whew. Well, I think they get that strong because I load so much air that it fills my gut up to the point of actually inflating it like a third lung. And when that air comes back up, I can really let it go. One of the few times my burps are tasteless because I haven't eaten anything in a while. or just a little aftertaste of my beverage. I like when the air comes up to continue. Do burp. A little liquid down there to force the air up. At least until that passes through my gut. Ever tried adding farts? I don't know how to fart on cue, so I'm with beverage to help the liquid down, air up. I can force the settled air up when I want if it doesn't want to come up on its own. But loading that air, leaving it in there till some of it goes down, and then it takes 30 to 60 minutes for any air that happened to go down instead of back up to make its way through all those intestines, and then I get some gas. Usually I get about 5 to 10 minutes of decent gas about a half hour after one of my 30 to 60 minute long burp live streams from the amount of air that does manage to go down before it comes back up as a burp. But I have no idea that maybe after I've been doing this for half a year or so, I might know the timing, and I can load that air roughly 5 to 10 minutes short of that time before I start up. So I could also have gas randomly during the first so much of it. Other than that, I'd have to learn roughly how long it takes from the air going down instead of back up as a burp for it to be ready as a fart. I've only recently discovered that some of it is doing that. I got to figure out what the timing of it is to try to plan it for one of these live streams to have the air loaded and on its way to come out as farts during the live chat. Something to be mindful of for the future, but I don't have that timing down, so I don't know how to preload that farts for a specified time frame yet. My dad gets gas from beans, from the high fiber. Me, it's most restaurant pizzas. I want to say it's the cheeses they use or something. But if I have a lot of restaurant pizza, not frozen pizza, not home cooked pizza, restaurant pizza, that'll give me some good gas. Beans don't do it so much for me like they do my dad. The only thing that seems to give me gas more so than normal is certain types of cheeses, which apparently your pizzeria places tend to use that type of cheese. Because whatever cheese I get at the grocery store and use at home, it doesn't do that same effect to me like the pizzeria's cheeses do. Maybe it's because those sit out long enough, they have time to warm up some, and that's why I get that reaction from those. They're not stored fresh 24/7 until the moment you need it. They kind of have them set up out for quick grab, throw it in the oven. Grab, throw it in the oven. But a high fiber diet does tend to give more natural gas. When I am majorly physically ill, I get really raunchy, like clear the room gas. And unfortunately, I get some of that coming up as burp taste that makes me think My God, my teeth must be melting in my mouth because that tastes horrible. Luckily, I don't get that sick very often, maybe 5 times in my whole life. Ugh. Imagine tasting more or less bad, oh my God, I'm sick, gas, but it's coming from your mouth. I don't know what caused it those 5 or so times, but not fun. You cannot get enough Tic Tacs or breath mints for that. Stop settling.
What would you do for a klondike bar?
Ooh. That one takes quite a bit preloaded to get all in one try. I know, because that's like the 5th time I've done it. 2nd or 3rd time in a live stream. First time I got the whole way through without having to say a word or reload air. What would you do for a klondike bar? Whew. Hope all of that was audible. Just kept going. I have noticed certain sounds I try to make when I burp are hard to get picked up from the microphones. I try to stick with the B's and ers, the stuff that'll send those vibrations out to get picked up easier. Probably like the ooh and ah sounds start getting a little softer. No, yeah. If I've got to belch, I belch. I'm not shy about it.
Ribbity, ribbity, ribbity,
Sometimes rub your stomach. The only time I tend to do anything while burping is well, before I learned the whole beverage trick to get the push the air up is I would sit forward and pound a little to get the air to come up. But other than getting the air up, now I don't really do anything like rub my belly or nothing while burping. I just burp. Sometimes put a word into it, sometimes not. Heck, I probably burp 100 times a day, not even meaning to load the air down and get the burp up. Just little accidental load and burp back up. It's become such a natural function for me. I do it sometimes on accident, and I just, let's let that little air back up. You know you've done too many burping videos when you're loading air and you got no reason to load it.
I love dragons. Burp.
Burping the ABC. Yeah, I want to say it's 40 second long video where I say, having fun with burps, the ABC song. Then I cut away the loading and just have burping A through Z. Then I burp. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you burp with me? Actually, I want to say that's my most popular video with a little over 600 views on it already. So, yeah, you can get the whole alphabet song. I even burped the words at the end, changing sing to burp because I didn't sing the song, I burped the song. Should be the second one on the burping playlist or number one on popular downloads. I did that before I even came up with the idea of doing Burp Speech videos, which led to these live streams. Well, the burping videos led to the live streams. The burping videos themselves, well, I started looking up burping videos, and about 9 out of 10 burping videos are simply burps. Simple burps, little burps, accidental burps, with only a few people going into speaking while they burp. And since I've been speaking in my burps since pre-teen, I decided, heck, that looks like an untapped entertainment area. Let me fill the void. So I started talking in my burps while making videos. Since my burp videos were doing so good, it's like, let's talk in them. That's something else I can do. Basically, figuring out what I can do that's unusual, but funny, humorous at the same time. Basically, I want to share I can make myself happy at any moment-ness with other people. I've had to learn how to make myself happy to avoid some unpleasant mental disorders I have. They cannot touch me if I'm happy. They can only touch me when I get upset, angry, and or sad. Negative emotions, which I live my life so negative emotions can't live in me. And while I find burping entertaining, now I'm sharing that as well as other forms of entertainment I know with anyone who looks at my channel. Big guys have the reputation for the big burps, but it could be a little bitty lady and she could belch better than a big gutted guy. You just got to know how to burp. There's actually one YouTuber I came across like 5 months ago. Was her last post. She also talks in her burps. I'm hoping she'll get back onto YouTube and I can get a hold of her. I would love to do a video, me and someone else, video burping with each other. That would be fun. So far, I've only managed to find 2 Burp Talkers, and neither one of them's posted anything recently. One's like 2 years ago, last post. That other one 5 months ago. I'm trying to find a few others so I can do some video burp offs with other people to put onto my channel. But for now, whoever shows up can ask me to burp whatever or inquire onto any of my odd bits of info that I've figured out over the years that's completely useless for anything other than a one-time shot that someone happened to ask and I happen to know the answer to. Such as, why do some burps taste? What changes the taste of a burp? Actually, I think I went over all that in the 3rd live stream when someone asked me what my burp tastes like, and we were talking about other stuff that can flavor up a burp. Pretty much anything that's still in your gut being digested. When the air, if you load the air so it sits in your gut like I do, it'll get the taste and smell of whatever's currently being digested in your gut, which at the moment, the biggest thing I've got is my Mountain Dew Voltage, the Blue Mountain Dew. So I'm either tasting a weaker version of that on my burps or nothing, because I haven't eaten about 2 hours now. So I got no food flavoring my burps today. Because a lot of the time I try to release my burp slowly to drag it out, which does take away from the volume, the sound of it. Because if you just like burp, belt it out real quick, you can get that loud, oh my God. But then you wasted all the air in one quick boom. Why I like to drag it out so it's got length as well as sound. So anyone that
Loads air like I do down into their gut
can just keep loading more and more and more and more to let out slowly or all at once as they need it for whatever they need it for. Now, what I want to get used to doing is I want to get used to saying multi-syllable words in one burp, as opposed to the way I normally say them, which is each syllable into its own individual burp to sound out the different syllables. I want to get so I can do a multi-syllable word, like 3-4 syllable word all in one big burp, instead of cutting it up the way that I do. I've just gotten so used to cutting them up. Mind over matter deal I got to work on for those, practicing that. No, I haven't had anyone ask me to burp anything naughty yet. Although I've been tempted to burp a swear word or two I know in languages other than English, but I'll try to keep things as clean as possible for the most part. After all, 2 of my fans are my nephew and niece, mid-teen, upper teen. Ooh. But yeah, it was good seeing you today. Hopefully, I see you pop in every so often on my Saturday streams, and hopefully more people will show up too. Hope you have a great weekend yourself. Wonder if someone else will pop on, or if my body will say I'm done first. Ooh. Didn't realize I still had more air in there. Whew. Well, it got nice and quiet. And for me, this is about an hour past bedtime if I wasn't streaming. So, suppose I'll call it quits for today and hopefully see one or more people next Saturday. Hopefully around 2 p.m. ish again. That's all for this stream, and hopefully I'll get more and more people each and every time I keep streaming and keep the burps going.